Hello and welcome to Ham Nation, episode 612 for December 3rd, 2025. And howdy, everybody. I am Josh, KI6NAZ. Thanks for coming on now to Ham Nation. All right. I am very excited because I got a new computer. The last stream I did, a 13-hour live stream for the Teachers Institute, yeah, it was that long. We had two crashes. One actually took the stream down, and I went, it's Black Friday. This is a sign. Go upgrade the computer. So hopefully, maybe a little better quality. I don't know. I don't even know how that works, all the tubes and whatnot into YouTube. But you guys tell us in the chat. Also, let me know how I'm sounding, because this is literally the first live since we got it. But let's say hi to our amazing host. We got a show jam-packed with content for you tonight. Hosts, how are you doing tonight?
Well, hello.
Just fine, sir. Thank you.
Very, very good. Randy's back with some important news he'll be talking about later in the show. But how you doing, Randy?
Doing good. Been playing around with Mesh-tastic. I got a repeater up on the tower now, solar powered and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, what'd you go with?
I went with the rack box.
Good call. Good call. I do like the rack equipment, so very good.
Yeah.
Gordo, how are you? Fresh off of your Thanksgiving activation. How did that go?
It went well. We worked about 4 dozen stations on, of all things, FM on 10 meters and tons on sideband.
Nice, nice. And Don, how are you doing? Looking a little dapper with your sweater there.
Thank you. Yeah, I am the eternal optimist, obviously, wearing a Saints.
It's a little sad.
The Saints win shirt. Yeah, they're not doing too good this year, but hey. I remember back when they wore bags on their heads, and those people who don't remember anything past the Drew Brees and Sean Payton era, they just don't know how it was. So it's kind of like old home week if you're an old Saints fan, but that's not why you called in. We had a good Thanksgiving, and I don't have anything from Dr. Scove tonight. The sun has been going nuts, and she's probably too busy getting all that stuff together. So I don't have any update, but of course you can check her out in the usual spots on X and on Facebook and on spaceweatherwoman.com. And that's really about all I've got. I missed out on contacting Gordon because of the 2-hour time difference. We were eating Thanksgiving dinner at around 2:00 rather than over there trying to get him on 10. But one of these years we're going to get him on there. I know I've got you on 10 before on Thanksgiving. It's been a while, but we'll do it again. So that's all I've got for you, Josh.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being on. And Amanda, how are you doing?
I'm snowy. We're getting our first snow of the season, and this is almost like a record of how long it's been before we've gotten snow here in Canyon City, even in Denver. So it's supposed to snow 8 inches. I was going to do some live angels out there, but the 8 inches hasn't come yet. So I would just be dropping in, the grass. Anyhow, I'm happy for that. And so we have HamCation crew with us, some of the HamCation crew, I should say, to tell us their award winners tonight. And also I'm going to have a new segment of should they have called Aries and Ham it, can it, or what am it?
Oh,
so
nice.
stick around, everybody. I'll be trying to follow chat. If I miss it, Josh will hopefully grab it. If not, shout it again, and somebody will get it.
Tag us, use that @ feature, guys. You don't use it enough. If you @ Amanda or @ me, Ham Radio Crash Course, we'll see your comments even better. So
100%. So thanks, everyone, for being here. Stay tuned. We got an awesome show. So I missed Gordo on Thanksgiving as well. I was super, super busy, but Gordo, it's over to you. Take it away, bud.
All right. Well, thanks, Amanda. And yes, we worked a ton of stations on 10, and technician class operators didn't realize that there was such excitement at 29, make that 28.4. So they had a great time too. All right, let's talk about the new technician class test. So let's jump right into ham radio classes and testing and the real world of training. Well, ham radio classes, you've seen the brochures, 2 days and you'll get your ham radio ticket. Well, now that is true. In 2 days, you'll get the ticket. And what we try and do in a 2-day class is get them to study ahead of time, look at all the goodies on the tables, and get them set for squeezing lemons together to come up with 12 volts to drive a small transmitter to talk to a distant repeater. And those are the fun parts of class, but when you're covering 415 questions and the pool is changing next June, It's not changing that much. It's a job because you got to go over the bands. You have to tell people where they are on the bands. And, they like eyes closed when they go, oh, gosh, I got to know this to pass the test. So we give them some live stuff, doing Anderson connectors and exercising them after they've been in the rain. We teach the kids about CW and they teach us. They go, no, we always send with our thumbs. You go, no. And they go, yes. That's the way they work their phone. So that's the way they do CW. And for instructors, the American Radio Relay League is now really getting behind all of us volunteers. But instructors, once we do all our great demos and you show them about the laser beams and repeaters and line of sight and stuff like that, you show them coils and Lenz's law, the coil going down, creating inductive reactance. Then it comes time for testing. Good news, lots of change for testing. You can now test electronically on your own. ARRL has one of the leading testers, Whiskey Mike 7X. Just Google that, WM7X, and you test right at home or wherever you want to test in a park, and you can do it. However, out at Quartz Fest, which is coming up in January, we don't have that luxury. So we'll be doing probably paper testing. So if you plan to join a VEC, ask them, do you take paper tests to make it easy for the applicant? There's Tamitha. When she's not watching the sun, she's playing radio. And I'm very happy to say she's very active and almost no one knows who they're talking to. And so just call me Miss T. And there she is after passing the test. And the American Radio Relay League, through their education department, has tons of things for ARRL registered instructors. They got stickers, they got graduation certificates, they got the works to really make that student feel, wow, I passed the test and I'm ready to roll. Even the section manager will come and join us and talk about joining the ARRL, which we encourage all instructors to really do because they're going to help you out as instructors in getting those students on the air. Well, we just saw the Pacificon group, and they make every effort to get kids on the air. First of all, when they're on the main floor, as a brand new ham, no one behind the booth is going to have the time to say, yeah, let me find out more about what your specialty is, what you like, and then I can help you get turned on to a local group. They're too busy. They got to sell stuff. And it's fun. Pacificon is one of the biggies out here on the West Coast. And I like to get down to the kids level. And we do this with a CW key that they can make up on their own. They put it together. They feel accomplishment. And of course, if you're going to promote something on ham radio, you got to give them a badge. And these brand new hams that come out of a 2-day class, they don't have a clue, most of them, on how to get started to get on the air. So that's my mission tonight, is to look at all of the things to get them excited. First of all, wake them up at 4 a.m, tell them to get out there with the snow with Amanda and the gang with their snowshoes and see all of the used gear that hams have. We have some used gear here. No, that's Amanda's station. No, I'm not sure who's it. Don, is that yours? Yeah. Okay.
No.
But anyway, we want them to get on the air. And this is the big thing. Oh my God, get on the air? We didn't learn that in class. Well, the way to do it is to saddle up with someone that's going to help you get on the air. And that person is called a ham ambassador. That representative is part of a local club that says, hey, these are brand new hams. They just passed their test. And unfortunately, the test doesn't cover the real world of going on the air and programming the radio with the right splits and the right subaudible tone. So someone in your club is bound to be really patient with new hams and get them on the air. That's Don Arnold, W6GPS, talking all about APRS. A little much for a brand new ham. But this group, the WIN system, this is an organization that offers IRLP, Internet Radio Linking. And they say, All you got to do is have the right repeater on your handheld and an IRLP station near you, and you'll be talking from East Coast to West Coast to who knows where. DX clubs, they are specialized in getting HF really up and rolling, especially if you're teaching a general class or an extra class. And they'll teach you all about how to do a tower. I'd like to see a few more hard hat and safety classes on this one, but it's standing tall. But this is the best part of ham radio. The classroom is essential to get the ticket. The testing is essential to get them tested and licensed. But so essential is the forgotten ham ambassador that's going to go out there and promote these hams to get their rear in gear and get on the air. And technician class 28400, we worked about 7 countries over our near the beach operation. And they were coming in not only on sideband and up at 29.6 for generals and above on FM of all things. Well, at Quartz Fest coming up in January, Quartz Fest, we've had some great operations going there. quartzfest.org, and you can see the latest schedule that they've brewed up for you, and it's a good one. We like to get these hundreds of tuned into getting excited about adopting a ham and getting them on the air, because we got tons of testing. And Josh, thank you. Your YouTube is so essential for going over the basics of choosing a handheld, getting on the air, getting antennas going. You make it easy. And that's the kind of ham ambassador we're looking for. So when the clubs are out there, they need to get registered with the ARRL as a registered club, and then they need to put their specialty down there, because when you go to the club site, you'll see a lot of clubs and all the boilerplate, but you don't see what their real specialty is. You would not want to take a brand new ham that is interested in a certain aspect, such as maritime mobile, and send them to a club that's launching balloons. So we need to better get our clubs in tune with the instructors and vice versa. So the instructors will have a list of 5 or 6 clubs, and working their students, they'll say, oh, you're into public safety? Let me tell you about the ARRL's Amateur Radio Emergency Service. So this is the mission of the ARRL next year, and that is to get clubs really focused on working with brand new hams that have taken the 2-day class or maybe an 8-week class. They've passed the test, and the instructor says, see ya, good luck. Well, I, as an instructor too, realize that we have more students to get trained, and sometimes we just don't have the time. I wish we did to play radio with the newbies. So outside of the testing center, we have, here's a group that's set up for emergency comms, and they are welcoming new hams to say, well, if you're interested in emergency communications, let me talk with you. And then once they meet one-on-one, that ham gets hooked. But if the ham passes the test and this turned out to, well, get it off of Amazon for $29.95, they're lost. They won't even be able to figure out how to get it programmed. So that's why all of these clubs will be coming together under the ARRL plan and getting their specialty really well known and published and to the instructors, so instructors can say, hey, if you're interested in amateur television, as Don is here, or if you're interested in HF, we've got the club for you. Oh, you're interested in baking cookies, a YL group? We've got the YL Club of the Year right around the corner. So we're placing importance on getting these brand new hams actually on the air and to the club, because that's the only one that's going to save us from dwindling numbers. And that's a brand new club person joining that can get excited about getting on the air and a warm welcome. And there's a new ham getting on, well, not new anymore, but there's an old picture of a new ham getting on the air on microwave, because with the microwave talent that she may already have. So whether you're operating from the beach as I did or near the beach this past weekend for turkey time, we want you to get behind those clubs that are making things happen on ham radio. And I'm very happy to say we've got one of the best organizations, the Orlando HamCation, that is recognizing those ambassadors. So be thinking about that. How can we get more hams to join the club? And the answer is turn those real live wires into ham ambassadors, and you'll be able to get them to get more students joining your club and getting them, most important, on the air, programming their handheld. Because if we don't, they're going to graduate out of the class, pass the test, and not have a clue. We need to get over that, not have a clue, and get them into a club that will then take them on to the real world of ham radio training, and that is on the air. Amanda, back to you.
Oh gosh, Gordo, I have a lot of comments. So my first comment is something that Gordo struck me with when he said, you know, you take the test and people don't even know how to get on a repeater. It's true. When I just studied and I had no idea about tones or any of that, even though it was in the test, I actually didn't know how it worked at all. So Gordo, thanks for bringing that up. And I just want to talk about these ambassadors a little bit. And if you are striving to be a ambassador, everybody in the chat room or anyone watching, there are some certain phrases that you should never, ever, ever say to a new technician that comes in. And I'm going to say one, and that is, when are you going to upgrade? You don't see that right after they test. It is so awful and so overwhelming. Please don't say that if you're going to be an ambassador at all. And the next one that I would ask you to refrain from is, when I tested, I had to take code.
Oh, yes, please
stay away from that, because
that train has sailed.
You crush the soul of the person that just felt really accomplished about passing this test. That was possibly very, very difficult for them to pass, and they had to study very hard. And you just took it and minimized it to this thing that it means nothing.
Yep.
So
well said.
Those are two things. Please don't do those. Please don't say those things. So Gordo, thank you for all of your ambassadorship, because you're never ending in that era. And we appreciate you very, very much. And many people said so in the chat room. So, okay, but let's go to some other ambassador winners. We have HamCation crew here. We've got Mike, and Kev. So, and everybody should know Mike Hawley by now, W4ORL. What are you now, Mike? You're the whole shebang over HamCation. Is that correct?
I am the general chairman.
There you go. The whole
man.
Shebang. Anyhow, Mike is super excited to be here tonight to announce all the winners of HamCation, and he brought with him Mike Bannigan and Kevin, and I can't see your last name, Kevin, because it's covered up on my screen, but thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Mr. Colley, you take it away.
Yeah, tonight we're actually going to announce our award winners for the 3 awards that we do have: the Carol Perry Educator of the Year, the Gordon West Ham Ambassador of the Year, and then the new one, which is the Radio Hero Award. And I'll let Mike and Kevin announce the winners.
Mike, I think you're taking it first.
Okay, thank you. Well, first, I want to thank the Ham Nation team for allowing us to come on and use this venue to turn around and announce our HamCation award winners. And I should introduce myself. I'm Mike Bannigan, KJ4UDO. I'm the HamCation Awards Chairman, and I'll be joined here shortly with Kevin, the Assistant Chairman. So, but we've got 3 awards. We've got a brand new award this year that this will be the inaugural year for it. But what I kept hearing before was the theme about ham ambassadors. So we're going to go lead off with our first award, and that is the Gordon West Ham Ambassador Ambassador of the Year. So, and we had some really great nominations. This is proven not to be a very easy challenge each year this time of year. But the neat thing about taking a look at these nominations is there are some really great people.
Mike is having a bit of internet issues.
Connectivity
So
issue
yeah,
there.
he's going to drop in and out a little bit, but he'll be
We've
back.
lost,
He should pop
Okay.
right back up.
we've lost
That's not a
him.
problem. Well, why don't you fill us in about the ambassador award? How many applicants do you get or nominees?
I can't tell you the number we had this year, but we get a number submitted over a period of time. Up to November the 1st is when we close the nominations. And what is astounding to me is the quality of these applicants. And this year especially, we've had some really outstanding people. And when you look at what they've been doing, it's really mind-boggling to imagine that they put the amount of effort in they do and produce the results they do. So Mike's back. Mike has popped back in. Mike, do you want to lead away?
I will give it a shot. And Kevin, thanks for backing me up. And if I fade away again, just pick it up and keep it going. So let's see. So we were talking about the Gordon West Ham Ambassador of the Year Award. So, and the honoree for this year is going to be Tony Mazzilli, KD8RTT. He has been a co-advisor for
Oh, he's got another blip there.
Well, first of all, congratulations
congrats
to Tony.
to Tony. Yeah, you can see. I mean, by the way, a ham that puts up a website like this, you're already above a certain level. This is a great website. You can see he's got a YouTube and a GitHub, so he's doing projects. I'm super excited to dive in more on this website. But Mike's back. Go ahead, Mike. We filled for you.
Okay, I'm almost to the point. If it happens one more time, Kevin, just keep it going.
Okay.
I'll listen in. But Tony's been doing the collegiate program for as long as I've known him, which is outstanding. And, I've actually joined a couple of their meetings, monthly meetings, and it's really amazing. Typically, I've heard of like 20 universities across the country from East Coast to West Coast participating in it. And that program is really providing a resource to try to keep these clubs going. And when you think about it, with the students graduating I'd say on an average of 4 years, there's a lot of turnover in those clubs to try to keep them alive.
And I think that we've had Tony on the show before with Tony and Andy Maluzzi both. And
Right.
so, about the collegiate program. So congrats, Tony.
Well deserved all around.
Yes. All right. And then our next award we're doing is the Carol Perry Educator of the Year Award. So Carol, that was one of the first awards for Ham.
All right, Kev, you got
All
it.
right,
Okay.
Kevin,
Let me lead away on this. So we had some outstanding candidates this year for this award, and we talked this over with Carol Perry herself, and we were both very excited to see the nominees were put up. And the award this year goes to Dr. Nathaniel Fizell. He's Whiskey 2 November Alpha Foxtrot. He's in Springbrook, PA. He's a professor there and is, I think a lot of people know this, involved in the HamSci program. And that's education and science and some esoteric science there that's very exciting to look at. As somebody who's a science background, that's very exciting for me. And I know this guy very well. This is an outstanding candidate for this award next year, and we're really excited to have him as the awardee. Okay, and so the last one we have tonight is a new award. HamCation 2026 introduced this new award, which is the Amateur Radio Hero Award. And the Hero Award goes to somebody who has gone above and beyond to help somebody in need. And that's at a time when they perhaps didn't know that they were needed to provide communications, but they just stepped in and did it. They used their communication skills, they used their equipment to help somebody out. And this person who is going to receive this award this year has done this many times, and I'll give you a few examples. But let me tell you first that his name is Ambarish Nag Biswa. It's Victor Uniform 2, Juliet Foxtrot Alpha. He's located in West Bengal in India. And Ambarish has gone above and beyond, not once, but many, many times, has been featured in national newspapers, both helping law enforcement and emergency operations in his country. He was helping with people who have gone missing and stepping in and helping with communication to find people. He even helped with somebody who was trafficked and found that person, provided communications to recover that woman who'd been trafficked and get them back to their family, and also had worked on natural disasters and times when they just needed somebody to provide communications between towns and villages. And in India, that is incredibly helpful. This is a huge country. And he has stepped up time and time again. And it's incredibly impressive. If you go out and search him on the web and look at what he's been doing, we were astounded to see how much he's contributed. And, the great thing is that they're demonstrating that amateur radio is something that can be used in emergency communications and provides that link that's missing at a time when there's no other way of communications. So we're very excited to have him as our awardee this year. As with all the awardees, what's outstanding about them is they not only provide some services to the community, but they also share knowledge and share education. They provide STEM. They do all the things that Gordon was talking about. And also they're ambassadors. They're ambassadors for amateur radio and show how radio communication can be used to help people learn, help people recover from disasters, and also allows them to grow into engineers. I personally was introduced to amateur radio at a very young age, and that led to a whole career in engineering. So I am very excited to see these people who are doing this and promoting amateur radio and making the community stronger through their efforts.
Well said. Thank you. The crew is amazing, and congrats to all of the winners. Hopefully they're all going to be there to accept their awards. Mike, did you want to talk more about the about HamCation? Mike Hawley, that is.
You're muted.
All right. Yes, I can. Again, like everybody else said, congratulations to award winners. We've had some excellent candidates this year, and it took us a long time to actually select the winners. So congrats to all of them. With that being said, we do have some new HamCation stuff coming up this year. The biggest item is going to be on February 14th. Yes, it's Valentine's Day, Saturday of HamCation. For the first time ever, HamCation is going to actually have a HamCation banquet. Over the years, we've had lots of people request this, why we don't have one. A lot of the shows out in actually Josh's area on the West Coast do banquets. So this year we decided, since it was Valentine's weekend, we would do a banquet. This banquet's going to be kind of unique. It's going to be actually a farm to table banquet. And
wow.
Yeah. So, and before the banquet starts, we're actually going to do the awards presentation to all the award winners. And then we will have a keynote speaker. And for the ones that like it, we will have a cash bar available also for everybody to get their drinks. But that's the biggest thing for this year that is new for HamCation. All the information is on the website. You can go there at the top. There's a little tab that says banquet, and you can purchase your tickets on there. All the information is there. The actual stuff that we're going to be serving is up there. So please check it out. If you want an excellent banquet, just to let you know, Josh has been to this place before. Gordo's been there to the restaurant. It's actually the same restaurant that we usually did the awards dinner at.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But for this year, because of Valentine's Day, we couldn't use that restaurant, so we decided to do this instead.
I saw the grouper
right.
and was very,
wow.
very jealous. Like that.
Yeah.
All of the meals look super good.
So it actually comes from the same chefs. Just this time we're going to be in a banquet hall instead of the restaurant. And this year we decided to open up to anybody that wants to come. We can host over 200 people at it. So
Wow.
So please check it out and come and enjoy a night with friends. Bring your wives. This would be a great Valentine's dinner for them. Excellent 5-star food. So please, yes.
Awesome. What else is going on for HamCation this year?
The other thing that we've had a lot of requests for, which is now live also, we have an Oxcom class again this year. This year they actually moved it up a day, so it's going to be Monday through Wednesday of HamCation. More info is on the website under affiliated events. The other big thing is, if you have not made your hotel rooms, you need to make them fast. This year with Valentine's Day, all this nobody has to worry about the Super Bowl being on Sunday of HamCation this year. It's actually the Daytona 500 this year.
Oh, wow.
And with Daytona being so close to us, hotels are booking up fast because that is actually Speed Week for Daytona also. So there's races and events going on the whole week of HamCation in Daytona. So please go get your hotel rooms. The other good one this year, again, Joe Eisenberg, K0NEB, is coming back to do a kit build on Wednesday night. This info will be on the website by the weekend. I can let you know it's something different this year. It is going to be a vertical POTA antenna that everybody will be making for the kit.
Oh, everyone will love that.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
really good antenna. Also, there's plenty of swap tables left, tailgate left for outside. We can host over 200 RVs on location. So if you have your RV, please bring it. You can walk right out in the morning, go to the show in the afternoon, go right back to your RV. And also we have test session on Friday and Saturday. All that info is also on the website under testing. So book your, reserve your spot now for that. We are actually working on the forum schedule. We will have forums on Friday, Saturday. Each forum can host around 100 people in them. So that will be coming soon to the website. We're just finalizing the few things. The first version should be posted in January. And then the other thing, we will have HamCation merchandise again this year and apparel. You can also get that online. So yeah, it's looking to be a great show this year. We're right on par with last year with pre-sales already, which is good. And we do have a couple more announcements coming soon, just haven't announced them yet. One thing also this year, DX Engineering has come back as a sponsor and donated some stuff.
Yay.
And the other platinum sponsor this year, again, is Gigaparts. So they're coming back also as a platinum sponsor. So, and we're working on a couple more sponsors yet that's should be announced here soon.
Awesome.
Wow.
And Josh, I take it you're going again this year.
I am, and boy howdy, I just realized it's on Valentine's Day, so I'm feverishly texting my wife in the background trying to figure out how I can negotiate some kind of a romantic trip where she joins me to Orlando, because I did not know this, and this happened right now. I'm having the realization that this is all happening. Michael, thank you for the heads up, and buddy, I got to work something out. Her curiosity. I'll read her. The text is, this is over Valentine's Day? Do they want all the ham to become divorced? That was my wife.
What better romantic thing is to take your wife or girlfriend to Orlando in February for Valentine's Day and turn it into a vacation?
That is the angle I'm working right now, Michael. Literally in the background, we're cooking this up right now. Okay, so she could be watching. So just buddy, okay, go ahead.
You'll be spinning.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Well, okay. Is there anything else you guys need our viewers to know about HamCation coming up this in 2026?
Biggest thing is for people that don't know what HamCation is, it's the second largest amateur radio trade show in the world. We have
That's
over
right.
25,000 attendees that come to it over 3 days. We have all the major vendors: ICOM, Kenwood, Yaesu, Elecraft, Flex, HRO, DX Engineering. Basically, everybody that's in amateur radio that makes stuff will be there, either presenting their new items, stuff like that. So lots of food on site. If you've never had fair food before, it's some of the best food. Well, not the best tasting food, not the best for you food you can get. Yeah, and the other biggest thing with it is, what's better than coming to February or Orlando, Florida in February,
Right.
when most of
Right.
the country is in the teens or 20s,
Oh, for
30s.
sure. Weather,
And
weather,
our
weather.
average temperature in February is usually in the 70s.
Yep.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, you can't go wrong with that. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate it. And again, congrats to all of the award winners, and look forward to seeing the photos of them. And hopefully they all get to make it to the banquet to receive their rewards. Josh, anything else before we move on?
No, I think we're good. We got a lot of comments in there. People are interested, excited. The banquet, I mean, like I said, where it's held, if that's the similar cook area restaurant space, wonderful food. So I'm very excited. Yeah, very excited.
ICOM.
Pumpkins plaid and plenty of QSOs. Fall is here, and ICOM rigs are your go-to gear. Whether you're chasing DX from the cozy comfort of your shack or taking your rig outdoors under crisp autumn skies, ICOM keeps you connected through every season. Remote ready, contest capable, and built for serious signal, step into the future of amateur radio with ICOM's powerhouse trio: the IC7760 HF digital transceiver, the IC-PW2 1 kilowatt HF 50 MHz linear amplifier, and the all-new RC7760 remote controller. Designed to work in perfect harmony, this system offers full remote operation, high output power, and seamless integration across the bands. The RC7760 remote controller serves as an extra control head, and up to 5 can be registered to the RF deck, though only 1 can be active at a time. For wireless connectivity, simply connect a commercially available Wi-Fi access point via the LAN port. Whether you're working from the shack, the field, or a remote site, you'll experience crystal clear audio, digital precision, and amplifier-grade power, all from a single unified interface. It's the ideal setup for contesters, MCOM operators, and high-demand users who expect more from their gear. The IC7300 combines intuitive touchscreen control, real-time spectrum display, and superior signal purity into one compact rig. Built for satellite, EME, and weak signal enthusiasts, the IC9700 combines all-mode operation on VHF, UHF, and 1.2 GHz. The IC705 go-to rig for outdoor hams who love POTA and SOTA activations. A large color touchscreen with real-time spectrum scope and waterfall display for intuitive function and setting operation. The IC705 provides big radio features and performance in the palm of your hand. Enjoy HF to 50, 144, and 440 MHz with D-Star, SSB, CW, RIDI, AM, and FM modes. For more information about all of ICOM's great amateur radios, visit icomamerica.com/amateur today.
A massive thank you to ICOM. We appreciate the support here at Ham Nation. Every time we go live, we give away 3 swag packs. There's a link in the video description. It's the first link. It takes you right here to the Ham Nation homepage. You click that Enter Now button. It's going to ask you for your name, your call sign, if you have one, but you don't have to have one to win. And we pick 3 winners every time we are live. And then those names go into a hat, literally an internet-sized hat, where they pick out one winner at the end of every month, and they win a radio. And yes, if you win earlier in the year, your name stays in that hat the entire year long, and you can go in for another swag pack every year. So this month, we're going to be giving away an ID52. But first, we're going to give away 3 swag packs. Your names go in for the drawing at the end of the year. The next time we're live, you'll see it. So the winners for the swag packs today are Robert F, W6RBF, Dave T, KD3AIG, and Scott M, N2MEE. So congratulations to all the winners, and make sure you click that Enter Now button so you get a chance to win our radio at the end of the year. All right. We're going to Don next. How are you doing, Don?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the show tonight. Congratulations to all of the HamCation Orlando award winners. Very, very, very well deserved. And I tell you, it's like every other week when we have Newsline, we have something from the Indian Ham on something that he's doing down there and trying to help him out with a typhoon or some kind of landslide or mudslide or something that's going on down there. Earthquake. I mean, he is extremely active, and he definitely is worthy of the Hero Award. Speaking of Newsline, let's go ahead and give you the news of the week now from Amateur Radio Newsline. From Amateur Radio Newsline, report number 2509, this is Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. The Amateur Radio Association of Bangladesh has been given a grant from the Yasmi Foundation to support its university-based campaign that has been bringing amateur radio to the next generation.
It's been a busy year for the Amateur Radio Association of Bangladesh, whose members have been touring 24 university campuses as part of a formal program to bring the science and the spirit of ham radio to students. The initiative recently received a grant from the Yasmi Foundation to support the ongoing educational work. In July, the association spent time with students at the University of Liberal Arts in Bangladesh, working in collaboration with the school's Adventure Club. Other campus visits included the Canadian University of Bangladesh and ZNRF University, where the students were able to experience satellite communication. In October, Stanford University Bangladesh welcomed the Amateur Club. With the help of the school's robotics club and the IEEE student branch, the amateurs presented a workshop that showcased fundamentals of RF, satellite communication, and disaster response. The not-for-profit, California-based Yasmi Foundation supports initiatives that bring amateur radio to young people, especially in developing nations, by providing grants, awards, and scholarships. This is Jim Meechin, ZL2BHF.
In the U.S., yet another part of the radio spectrum is being prepared for auction.
The Federal Communications Commission is exploring reallocation of a part of the upper C-band in the U.S. In a unanimous vote at its November 20th meeting, the Commission studied a draft version of a Notice of Proposed Rulemaking, which will guide its actions going forward. The FCC will be asking broadcasters and satellite users for comment on a number of options for reallocating 4.0 through 4.2 gigahertz before it moves to the competitive bidding stage no later than July of 2027. The FCC will also be invited comment from other users of the C-band who may be using frequencies near the portion being eyed for reallocation. When the lower half of the C-band was reallocated 5 years ago, its use was assigned for wireless services. Broadcaster satellite services were moved from there to the upper half of the band. This is Jack Parker, W8ISH.
Whether you're a new ham or someone who's been on the air for quite some time, it's still nice to have an advocate. The Radio Society of Great Britain is looking for just that person, a volunteer with a special devotion to helping radio amateurs with disabilities.
Having a disability of any kind should not keep an amateur or would-be amateur off the air. Recognizing this, the RSGB is seeking someone to fill a new volunteer role as accessibility champion. The best candidate will raise public awareness of challenges for radio operators with disabilities while connecting those amateurs with community groups, assistive technologies and other resources. The RSGB's move comes just a few weeks after the IARU Region 1 announced an upcoming activity by its Programme for Disabled Radio Amateurs. Organisers have declared a region-wide campaign on the 3rd of December in connection with the United Nations International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Hams have been encouraged to host a special event station, an open house or a relevant educational forum. Meanwhile, the RSGB is interested in hearing from candidates to fill their post. A description of the role can be found on the Society's website, rsgb.org. The contact person is Board Director Nathan Nuttall, to Mike 0 Oscar Charlie Charlie. This is Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news since 1976 at arnewsline.org. With Jim Meechin, ZL2BHF, Jack Parker, W8ISH, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation. Another great report from the Ham Nation crew. We certainly thank them for helping us put that together. We do not have any video from Dr. T tonight. She just texted me a few minutes ago. She's been a little bit under the weather, so hasn't had time to produce a video. But of course, you can keep up with her on X at Tamitha Scove, at spaceweatherwoman.com, and also you can watch her YouTube channel. Just look that up under Tamitha Scove on YouTube. And that is all I have from this little corner of the Ham Nation universe. I think, are we going over to Randy or to Amanda now? Because I see both on my sheet.
Randy, and
Randy.
I in the show title tonight, Randy, I put Rambling with Randy.
Yeah, rambling.
I
yeah.
love it. New segment title. That's fantastic.
Let's
That
ramble.
sounds good.
So
Rambling
ramble
away.
on.
Ramble on. Okay. Let me bring up.
Did we lose you, Randy? Oh, we lost your mic.
Yeah, no audio.
You were good there for a second, and then you all of a sudden dropped
There
out.
we go.
Oh.
The mouse was sitting somewhere else. So, okay.
Oh, no.
There we go. We got that up now. And this is the share button here. And we want this. Okay, here we go. Is that all coming through?
Let's see. Yes, it is. You are live.
And you're still able to hear me. Okay.
Yes,
we got some more satellite SSTV coming up here. We've got an update on the ISS doing slow scan television and an update on the Alpha mission. So let's get right into it. So RS-38 is a CubeSat.
Oh, Randy, hold on one second. There,
East Coast time.
There you go. Can you repeat what you said? You had audio drop out for a second. Maybe a minute back.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll just start from the top here again.
Okay, sorry.
So RS-38 will be transmitting on 437.825 using Robot 36. So this is a 36-second transmission versus the 120-second that we see on the ISS transmissions. Here's the latest as of today. We're going to hopefully see it start around 7:01 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. So just about 24 hours from now. So get ready. There will be 12 images in the series. And again, the 437.825, Robot 36, they're saying about 36 seconds on with 2 to 3 minutes off. And end date around the 13th. So see if you can get those. This is a little bit harder because it's a little bit weaker and it's up on 450. But I've been amazed at what I've done and what some other people have been doing to receive these. So here's the website. You can go learn all about it. You can see here, I don't know if the solar panels flip out. Maybe a spring arm here.
They
and
look like it, yeah.
This filament, and it's quite common. It's quite common that they can heat up a nichrome wire or something, and it burns through, it melts through the filament, and then the thing pops open. So we shall see. ArcticSat is another one of these things. Looks very similar. Looks like it's twin. And this has been running, I've been copying a lot from this guy. This one's on 435.890. Again, it uses Robot 36 mode. And the satellites that transmit on 435, you will have to chase the Doppler. So what I recommend is you program in 5 frequencies into your radio and start off at 10 high, then 5 high, then on frequency, 5 low, and 10 low. And as you're hearing it, if it sounds a little noisy or scratchy, just try flipping it to the next one and see if it helps to clean that up. So little more involved than the 2-meter ISS stuff. And here's some of the pictures I've gotten from the Arctic sat. They've got
That's
something to
cool.
do with an octopus. There's a little
Yeah, they're
3D
into
printed
octopus.
octopus inside the satellite. So yeah, so they have all these crazy octopi images that they're sending out. So this is Octopity. Oh boy.
Octopity. There you go.
December 3rd, December 1st. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
So
and you can see that the
anyway,
pi symbol is
things to
very,
collect.
like, they have a pi symbol embedded in everything too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I've seen this fellow here. Oh, no idea how to pronounce his first name, a man, but he's been posting a lot of stuff. And this is where I got the idea of a horizontal dipole on the radio. And look at the quality that he's been getting.
Wow.
He's also built up this 435 Moxon antenna. So here's this is the reflector element here. Then there's, we get some better pictures. I'll explain
Yeah, I
it to
love
get there,
this.
but
I love this
it's
antenna.
amazing what he's doing. So here's another version of it. If you Google Z33 Tango Moxon, you'll get this stuff here. So he's mounted it on a piece of PVC plastic. This is the feed in here, so it's directional towards the radio, and this is reflector. So you have one piece of say welding tube or wire, and this is the second one, and this is the third one, and then use heat shrink tubing here to take and stabilize this. And it looks like he's squirted in lots of RTV or something, but here's all the dimensions. Looks like that would be pretty easy to make up. I'm going to make one. I'll probably put either a little SMA chassis adapter here, or just find some RG 174 coax and just cut it off and solder it on there with just a couple feet to go to the radio. So I'll be doing that. But this is what I stood outside. I don't know if I talked about this last time. I think about 6 tries I went out. I got nothing. And what I found out is that this barrel here to connect the adapter to the radio had sockets in it instead of pins. So it had like the Baofeng type of radio connector in it.
Like universal
So
drone.
there was
everybody.
no signal going through there.
Just had a big open right there.
It's just a big hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it every
So
time.
once I did that,
There's your
it
problem,
worked,
lady.
and it was-
There's your problem, lady. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a video about this, and it's kind of a complex video. So this is what you look for on my channel, K7AGE, and this is a full screen here. So what I was doing here, I was receiving with my 7100 with a vertical antenna. You see, I got nothing. This here is my IC 9700 with the tracking antenna, and I recorded the audio on the SD card inside the radio and then converted it and played it back in MMSSTV. So when you watch the video, both of these images are tracking in real time.
Wow.
So you can see it's just about as good.
That's
with
good.
a couple pieces of 6.5-inch wire. I was, you do that and you look at what all you got invested here and a radio and a satellite tracker and stuff. It works. That little Moxon would give you a couple dB of gain
That's
as well.
impressive.
So
wow.
yeah.
Does anyone still have wire
always
coat
thought-
hangers?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just bend that sucker into it and
Yep.
Yeah, just be sure and scrape the varnish off the coat hanger.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, otherwise you'll have results like I did there for 4, 5, 6 days. No signal. Okay, the Alpha, the Cornell University, the satellite, the CubeSat, has been released from the space station.
Yay!
This was just yesterday, and you can see the 4 CubeSats here. So I don't know which one's the Alpha, and they hope to be able to release the sail in the next couple days, hopefully. So we're all out here listening. They have a dashboard now up on their site. You can search for Cornell Alpha satellite and get to there. So they're getting data from the CubeSat. It's not being transmitted through the amateur frequencies. They're using the Didyrum modem and in that commercial constellation of satellites. Once the sail comes out, then the sail has the transmitters that we'll be picking up with our tiny GS stations. So I have my tiny GS station now configured, so I only listen for the Cornell light sail. And I have
I'm
this
gonna
on
do
both
that
of my
too.
stations.
All right.
Yeah, you better do it right after this show because
I'm
you don't know when
gonna,
it's going to start.
Randy. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, and the sails, they expect it to only last 2 days.
Oh,
And at
wow.
that point, the drag from the atmosphere will pull it down. It's got 4 little 100 milliwatt transmitters on there. So
Oh,
it'll
that's
be
tiny.
interesting to see if we can.
That's good
Yeah,
luck.
it's tiny. Hello. And the other project here I put together just a couple days ago. This is my Mesh-tastic repeater up in the towers. This is the rack
Ooh.
box. So it's got the very low power current draw. What are those boards called, Josh? I forget.
Mesh-tastic.
The Mesh-tastic,
Oh,
but
the
the type
rack
of board.
boards.
Anyway,
The rack wireless.
yeah, the rack board. Yeah, and it's got the solar panel here, and this is it looks like about a 9-element Yagi. It took about 3-4 weeks for that thing to show up, but it
Look at
finally
that
came
thing
here.
you put up there. That's crazy.
Holy
That's a
crap.
915 megahertz Yagi that you put up. That's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah,
Oh, buddy, you're.
yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's awesome. How good is that?
Well, I'm still figuring out, but I had some beta testers show up here for Thanksgiving dinner the other day, and they brought their
Oh, what?
Mesh-tastic
Oh,
stuff.
wow. What a team. What a team.
There you go.
So they were in a campsite about 5 miles away, and they were able to get into it. So
Wow.
I'm still playing around and tinkering with
That's
everything, and
awesome.
they
I'm
are
really
coming to Quartz
curious.
Fest.
Oh, nice. I'm really curious about the directionality of is it very directional? Can you pick it up on the other side of the hill from where you are when your Yagi's pointed that away?
Probably not, but there isn't anything on that side of the hill. So I'm pointing
Okay.
right into the town of Gold Beach.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully we can stir up some interest there with some
Yeah.
of the new hams and stuff. But they are coming to Quartz Fest. It's their plan, and they're
Oh,
bringing.
great.
This will be fun. They're bringing retro Mesh-tastic devices. So we'll just leave it at that. You have to come out and see what they've been doing, and these are really tinkerers, makers, whatever. The next piece of equipment that they're picking up is a pick and place machine. Somebody's
Oh, nice. I'm
giving
envisioning
over
Rubik's
to them.
cubes
So
converted into Mesh-tastic or something.
I've been sworn to secrecy.
Oh,
So yeah, you have to come out. You may have had these things years and years and years ago, but they've gotten in there and made some changes. So, and the other thing I picked up here is one of these VGC radios.
Oh, he's got
And
one.
Josh, I got one, and of course I had to go out and get a little cheapy $89 Android tablet because this has got Bluetooth on it, and their app on the tablet will make this thing track satellites, do the Doppler, and their app even has the SSTV decoder built in there. So I got to get busy and get that stuff figured out here. So you take this thing and stick it on there. I'll be set to go.
With the right connector.
With the right connectors. Well, this has got the opposite sex on it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is Chinese. So, yeah, I'll have to get creative. It's got the pin in there. So, that's all I have.
Well, fantastic. I can't wait to hear
Wonderful.
back about how the software works on that tablet for you. And
Yeah, me too. Maybe
Good
in 2
stuff.
weeks we'll have
Yeah.
an update.
Yeah.
yeah,
should
and
leave
it's
mine running and just try it.
I just think about people entering the satellite realm of the hobby and how affordable that is to track things and very portable. So
And the Arctic Sat,
good.
is pretty much routinely sending out pictures. There's another one that's it sends it out and then it doesn't for a few days. So that one's I don't really get much from it. But Arctic Sat I usually get things, and sometimes I'll get 2. So
Awesome.
go back.
Well,
Interesting
thank
to
you,
make a
Randy.
2-meter 440 Moxon, kind of like an arrow antenna or one of the
Sure.
elk antennas.
Yeah.
Instead of having the long, you would just have the wires there. That'd be interesting. Good
Yeah.
project.
I was waiting for a Mox on, Mox off joke. And you got it.
No.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Don't make me call you
Don
Cousin
had all
Eddie
the
again.
jokes before the show. He was killing it with all the
Don't make
jokes
me
before
call
the
you
show.
Cousin Eddie again.
Yeah, with my ascot. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Amanda,
Cousin Eddie, Christmas is in, like our Christmas show's in 2 weeks. So
I know.
that's
I know.
right.
I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I think it's going to
Can't
be,
wait.
gosh, I think it's going to be the same weekend that I do the Christmas line antenna too. So it's going to
Is
be a
it?
packed weekend. Yeah, I've got to
The
start.
Willet antenna.
I got to start
All right.
stripping antennas or stripping wires for all the Christmas lights I'm putting up. We're doing I think I'm doing what am I doing? A half square? I think I'm doing a half square antenna this year. I haven't decided
see it.
completely yet.
Yeah, I want to see you build a bobtail curtain out of those things.
I had thought about the curtain's huge, right? It's not going to work on my property, but a half square will probably work. I'm gonna talk to our favorite antenna.
But
wizard.
remember,
Yes.
as incandescent lights light up, the impedance changes, so your SWR is going to be constantly changing.
Yes.
And that's fun. That's the fun part of this whole Christmas light.
So that's why very early in this project I invested in a very powerful tuner. That auto senses
That'll do it.
SWR, and it will adjust as it's going. Because I started putting, I'll put hundreds of amps into these things before they start popping, and you can see it. You can see the light change depending on which band you're on. It's great. It's awesome. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like the LEDs in the hot dog. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, indeed. Well,
Very fun.
Amanda, I think it's time for you get the last of the show, the best parts. What are we doing? Are we doing what's the
We're
first
doing
one's
Aries
first?
first.
Aries first.
So,
Okay.
Yep. Should they have called Aries, or could Aries help? Either way. So
Okay.
you guys
There
got
we
my
go.
screen? Okay.
Are you sharing screen? Yes, I got it.
Okay. All right. So this is big this
man.
time of year. Food banks and food drives and food pickup. So I've seen a lot of articles ever since like the government shut down, and I was thinking that this is right up Aries' alley, is to volunteer with handing out food. And I've seen a lot of food places have to actually cancel because of lack of volunteers. Now you would think, oh, it's not that hard to hand out food. What's the deal? But look at the logistics out here. It takes a lot of people. So it takes a lot of communication. And if those people can't work, it's not safe. And it's not safe for the people coming to get food either. So Aries could take a huge hunk of the responsibilities out of these food giveaways. So reach out to your churches and all of your food banks, loaves and fishes and things like that. And I have a couple more pictures to show of this, but like volunteer shortages, surging demand, this is a big deal. And it's really, really helpful, and you'll feel good about yourself, and your Aries group will do a really good job. And I encourage all of you, there's still time to volunteer throughout the year to do this. Again, look at these food drives. I mean, there's just like tons of people coming, and they need the communications help. Obviously, they will probably get a police officer there to help monitor, but they just need real hands, boots on the ground. Just you put on your high vis vest, do some communicating. You're probably going to call into a net control who will be right next to the food coordinator so that they can announce when vehicles have received their food, check it off their list, check off names, things like that. Super easy. And it takes a lot off of these other volunteers' plates. So please, please do that. And one other thing that Aries can help with this year, but it might be a little bit too late for this, but your Christmas parades. So there's boat parades and there's Christmas parades throughout the United States. Volunteer, sell your guys' selves, sell your services, get involved and have fun with it. It's a lot of fun. So, all right. And now we'll go to Ham Mechanics, which is also going to be great this time around. So.
Okay.
It's always great.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
never a miss with Amateur Cannon.
Sorry, I
It's one
wanted
of
to
my
open on
favorite
another
segments.
screen. Do. We'll get there. Okay. All right. Christmas gifts. What do you think?
80-foot and oh yeah.
That looks like
Yeah.
just a mast, though. I don't see the antenna
Yes.
bit.
I don't see the antenna either, but it's military grade. And you can put, well, they're selling it as surveillance or ham radio antenna, but I wish that they had the antenna shown or what it was. But Mike is, I love Mike. I've met Mike, W6OBB. Does anyone recognize the call sign? That used to be Art Bell's call sign.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, I met Mike years and years and years ago on Nets when we were both kind of just getting in the hobby, and super great guy. Now he's a poda. So it's really funny that he showed this ad because it's not something that he would like take out because he just takes his motorcycle and does that. Anyhow, moving on.
If you buy that, Amanda, I'll take and send you a Meshtastic repeater to put on the top of it.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. We have some fun with Meshtastic around here, and it's getting more. It's spreading like wildfire. Everybody, if you didn't know, Meshtastic is affordable, and people, ham and non-ham alike are getting into it. So, and I think we're going to see it more in a lot of our ham fests and hamventions and stuff like that used. So, okay, I've seen this on X like a ton of times. What are my experts' opinions? Does the aluminum actually help your signal?
Yeah, but probably in the wrong direction that you want it to, particularly with it being in a base, like it is sitting on foil. So you're basically
you
just
don't want that.
projecting all the signals up. So
in that case, for sure.
I mean, will it
I put
reflect?
a sheet of aluminum foil on the wall here in the office, which is all the way on one. I live in a double wide, so my house is 80 feet long. So I
Quite
put
long.
it's I'm all the way on an outside wall right here, and so my routers and my Wi-Fi is right there, and we've got Tyler has done, and he's put all kinds of stuff in here now that he's gotten with his IT job. So we've got all kind of access points all over the house now. But before, I just put a piece of aluminum foil on the wall right behind the router, and it shot everything that way, which is where the rest of the house is. It works.
And our experts in the chat room, Brett is saying aluminum has to be at just the right distance from each antenna. Otherwise, you'll get destructive interference.
Yeah,
that helps.
Then,
that does help. Yeah.
Another Bricker House says, I've been doing that Wi-Fi trick for 20 years. It can help, probably won't work as a reflector, yada, yada, yada. So it sounds like it's hit and miss, and that this isn't a true trick. Just buy your Wi-Fi extender and get it
so
over with.
another good point from Brooks is that a lot of these access points, even the way that the antennas are configured in this picture, that's not correct. Like they should just be vertical for beam forming that they do.
So don't be turning them sideways.
Yeah,
like
don't be
rabbit
doing
ears
some weird
and-
funky
okay.
stuff with it. They need to be aligned vertically, and just what you're seeing here is not it. There's ways of doing this successfully, but yeah, Brooks, you nailed it with the beam forming comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lessons learned.
I better check mine.
True.
Okay, this was Jason. He says, did anyone else hear the pulsating signal on 40 meters this morning? I heard it. La 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 la. Jason, if you want to ask if we heard the signal, record the signal and play it for us so we know if we heard the same thing or not.
Also, no frequency provided. What is
I know.
like, what am I supposed to do with that?
show me your waterfall. Snap the photo of your waterfall, or just record it, a video showing your waterfall, and let us see what's going on so we can tell you, yeah, I heard that too, man. Weirdness.
So Jason, to answer your question, maybe not.
We don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Unknown at this point in time. So, and when you say this morning, like, give us a date. Okay. Josh K8WOO Woo. First of all, I love working with him, and he always posts some fun stuff on X. What was his thing this time? I'm planning on building a Go box with a Harbor Freight case I grabbed today. Question for y'all: if I have the radio connected to the fuse block, is it safe to charge the battery with it connected, or should I have it be able to disconnect while charging? Gordo, what do you say?
That is a Gordo question.
No, I'd probably do it through the fuse block. I'd use the fuses both ways.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
there
why
you go.
not?
Good luck with that, Josh, by the way. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this person is just mentally disturbed. And
Oh, this is a gang stalker.
There is a group of spies audible to the naked ear on the West Coast. Yada, yada, yada. Me and Prudence are so vexed by it. Call the cops on them, and the police are protecting them. They are protecting them, everybody. These men and women have a group. They use ham radio frequencies connected to maritime and airport local frequencies. They are tracking movements and inbound planes. I'm worried for this person. Very
Yeah.
If Prudence
deeply,
is vexed,
deeply
then
worried.
I
about
also am vexed.
I am vexed
I'm
too.
greatly vexed.
This is a high
I'm greatly vexed.
paranoia type person.
I know, but why are you on X if you're paranoid? Just
You could just be in my DMs like all the other ones. I get a message like this probably about 5 times a year.
so like that they think that you're like tracking them.
No, they want my help to tell them how to decode the signals that they're getting, like either beamed into their
okay.
head or
Yeah.
that is bouncing off the refrigerator or something like
Well-
that. And they want to use a software-defined radio to receive it.
I'm
They have
pretty
to use
sure that
more
Elon
aluminum
Musk is
foil.
not going to help this person, and they they
Probably
reached out
not.
to Elon twice.
No.
Probably not.
He has a
Well-
Neuralink he can put in there for you. Anyhow, I was like, it's so
Yeah.
funny. It's so far gone. It's hilarious. So
Well, I would like to share one thing with Charlena, if I may. Charlena,
Charlene,
just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't out to get you.
Oh, geez, Don.
The truth is out there.
Yeah, and it's
Oh my
looking for you, Charlena. It's looking for you, baby.
these people do exist, and they are evidently in my X feed. Okay, this is just funny. Anyone that wants to hear a Christmas album from Ham Radio Singing Cowboy, it's out and available. So find
That's
his
cool.
X and check it out. I did not listen to it because I have a phobia of playing sounds on my phone because I'm afraid I'll forget to
Yahoo.
turn. I'm afraid I'll forget down to turn the audio, and then I'll have some ridiculous video play while I'm in a grocery store. So
Yeah,
it's true. It's happened
I know
before.
exactly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay. And this checks. My grandpa was a computer programmer and ham radio nerd who liked Star Trek and read Astounding. He was also a nose tackle and cleared jungle to set up ad hoc airfields in the Pacific. This
Oh,
checks.
wow.
Wow. Cool.
Thank your grandpa for
Yeah.
service if he's still around.
Absolutely.
And this sounds like normal. Like I've met lots of people that have all kinds of backgrounds and
Sounds like a
amateur
CD.
radio.
Yeah.
So yes.
I'd like
it's
to.
prob-
I'd like to have a beer and a cigar with Grandpa. That'd
I'm
be
telling you right now, for sure. Speaking of things that they accuse ham radio people of doing. Okay, this was our campsite. And Jeff set this up for me so I could be in the camper while he's out hunting. As you can see, he's very ready to go out hunting.
Gotta
And,
get Amanda taken care of so I can get out there with the dogs.
That's right.
That's right.
No, the dogs stay with me.
Oh,
Even
okay.
though they have their vests on, but the dogs stay with me. And so there's a soda very, very nearby here. We're already at 10,000 feet. So this ham had passed by our campsite and is doing this soda. Not related. He didn't stop in and say hi or anything like that, which is okay because I'm pretty standoffish out there in the woods. But he's talking to hunters on the soda, and they're telling him that this thing is down below him and that we're tracking wolves. So they think that we're there like tracking them and tracking wolves and doing all of this like scientific stuff. And I'm like, so I send out a tweet to the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Division. I'm like, hey, if hunters contact you, I'm 100% just playing ham radio. We're not trying to spook anybody, and we're not spooking any wildlife. And don't, just debunk if any hunters reach out to you. This is what I'm doing. So anyhow,
That's funny.
it is a little funny. It never even occurred to me, but do you know that everybody watching, that we do actually track our wolves and they have collars, and even some mountain lions have collars, but you do realize that we don't track them with this kind of like antenna setup anymore. It's all satellite based.
That's what you say.
Mhm. Yeah. As far as we know.
don't blow
Randy's
my
got mesh
cover,
tastics on
Randy.
all of them.
Yeah. As far as
So-
you know, lady, there's nothing going on.
I'm shocked that hunters really thought that this was what was going on. So it takes
not.
all kinds. Okay, that's all I have for this week.
Oh, well, you're lucky they didn't shoot at it.
Exactly.
I
Let's
was
bring-
now it started to make me
That's
paranoid.
right.
Like they are driving by, they're not flipping me off, but they ain't looking happy when they drive by me. So I think that they probably thought that I was disturbing their hunting pattern, and now it's my fault that they didn't get elk because,
Gotta blame somebody.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
Clyde, I wonder
crazy.
how much buckshot's going to take to bring that thing down.
it's going to take a bit, to be
Yeah, I bet.
honest. So, you're better just trying to hook it up with your pickup truck and pull it away.
Don't give them
than-
any ideas. They'll do that too.
Well, guess what? I have a shotgun too. So,
Give them the hook.
anyhow, I found that really interesting. And that,
We'll drag
I
that thing to Telluride before they know what's going on.
oh, and you guys didn't ask how I knew about the soda person if they didn't stop by. Jeff was out in the field hunting, and he was listening to 5-2, and he heard the guy, and he was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, you got that camp down there, huh? Oh, guess what? People think you're tracking wolves." So anyhow, okay.
That's funny.
Long
But
story short,
why
we're-
would tracking wolves make the elk go away? The wolves be doing wolf stuff. Like, you're not
So,
guiding
okay.
the wolves. So you got to go talk to Charlene, I guess, or whoever that
I
was
know.
earlier.
Yeah, I'm
So I
thinking,
should
yeah.
contact Charlena and see what she
yeah,
thinks
what-
of this. But I
Yeah.
think the problem was that they thought that if we were tracking wolves right there, that the wolves were chasing the elk away because the elk were in
But that's
or
not
the
your
wolves were
fault.
in proximity.
The wolves
No,
be doing wolf stuff. Like, you can't.
They-
Even if
they
you
do.
were doing that, like, you didn't make the wolves come in. They're not in love
That's
with
right.
antennas.
that's correct. They're not. I mean, there are things that
Whoops.
are attracted to them, but not that.
Woofs be woofing.
Wolves will woof. That's
Woofs,
right.
woofs be woofing. That's all you
They-
need to know right there.
They do. I mean, and we did hear some coyotes around, but we're in a county that they are habitating, you know, the thing.
Yeah.
So they're living there, but not quite so much as other parts of the state. And it's a big deal here, you guys, because hunters are absolutely anti-wolf. And it was just voted in a couple years ago to bring wolves back to Colorado if nobody's paid attention to that. So it's a huge controversy. So you never want to be tied to it, like, because hunters wouldn't like you one way or the other. And it doesn't help that our big Ford pickup truck there has a light bar on it, and it makes us look like we're part of
Right. Is it a
you
white
know,
truck?
it's silver.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
which is
okay. If it
Close
was
enough.
white, then yeah, you're definitely government officials.
yeah. So anyhow, okay, we've talked about this long enough. Let's wrap it up. So that's Ham and our candidate for tonight. Let's go around the horn. Anyone got anything going on in the next couple weeks?
Randy, anything
Work.
going on?
I just have lots of projects getting ready for Quartz Fest. So
All right.
Yeah, it's coming up fast.
yeah.
I gotta
I'm
start
getting ready
working
for
on my
Christmas.
and I gotta work on my Christmas antenna. So I'm starting to rip things apart here in the shack, and we'll be talking more about that later. Sorry, Amanda, go ahead.
Oh no, I don't have anything else. I'm just I'm excited for Christmas. You know, I'm a Christmas girl. So join us in 2 weeks when we're going to have the ARRL talking about the year of the club and W1AW events for 2026. I'm really excited about that. And we got nets. Well, net for right now. We have 14 Charlie running on D-Star right now. Thank you, Paul, for running that tonight. And that's it. Join us December 17th for our next episode.
I do have
Yeah,
something.
call it our Christmas party.
Yeah, so ARRL, speaking of the ARRL,
Yes.
RFI@ARRL.org is their email inbox if you're having RFI problems. And you can work with them and communicate with them, and they send you a ton of really good information. In fact,
They do.
Conrad was on my live stream that we did for the Teachers Institute. He had a segment in the 13 hours that we were live streaming. And I have been working with him for months, and actually before that with some other folks as well. I tracked down my current noise problem, particularly on the evening bands, 40 and 80 meters, to the post office. They erected a bunch of LED lights for the parking lot, and those LED lights are horrible noise generators. I can send you the video, Gordo. You'd be shocked.
Wow.
So I'm working with them now. I actually have to go make an in-person discussion with them, and then they will help me out with some other ways to go. But yes, you do not have to be a member, I believe, to actually reach out to RFI@ARRL.org, because if it's affecting you, it could be affecting another ham, right? So very
Or it could be
important
affecting
service that they provide.
public service stuff too.
Yeah,
That
a
is
lot of
right.
things.
Mhm.
There's one of those LED billboards over by my work that just tears up the local repeater. I mean, you got to turn the rate. It's full scale plus until you get about a quarter of a mile to a half a mile away from it, and then it finally gets low enough to where it doesn't mess things up. Had a power outage over there one day, and it was the most fun getting on the repeater right there underneath the damn billboard.
Is it just out of curiosity 2 meters or 70 centimeters?
2 meters.
Okay.
Mine's on.
And it's just on that one repeater. It's real narrow. It's
big old
the LED billboard. Yeah.
Go slap some Farad beads on that when they're not looking, or is that really high up?
It's really high up. I'm not climbing. I'm not
in the news today. Local ham falls off billboard.
Film at 11.
Hair in the gate.
Oh my gosh! Well, thank you, Josh, for that information.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thanks everyone for being here, and thanks to the HamCation crew for being here as well. 7-3 all.
All right, everybody. 7-3.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.